Hello, and welcome back to Billy Ho Sports. Continuing coverage of this weekend's opening weekend at Churchill Downs, my home track. The fall meet begins Thursday with Twilight Racing, which is awesome. If you're local and you ever get a chance to get out there for Twilight Racing, really cool. $2 beers, food trucks, live music, just a really good time had by all. But Saturday we're loaded. I've got the Iroquois Stakes preview already out. Give that one a look. Now we're going to do a few more videos to try to round things out. We'll probably do a pick five. Tons of coverage coming this week. So please subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button for me. Share Billy Ho's content around social media with X and Facebooks and Instagram or wherever you can. Much appreciated. Any hot bets or takes or any good things, leave them in the comments. Let's get this thing started. Okay, quick weather check. Francine is moving into the Louisville area sooner than I expected. So it probably will be Thursday night, overnight, Friday, and some scattered showers into Saturday, depending on which way she goes, how much rain we'll get. But it looks like the main bulk of it will be through the area, before Saturday, and we might just get some scattered showers here and there Saturday afternoon. So I don't think it's going to make for a badly sloppy track, and there might be they might seal it if it does rain a lot Friday. So they might leave it sealed. So we might technically get a sloppy track. I can't say for sure. I'm just going to be ready for anything to make my adjustments on Saturday, and that's what you should do as well. So let's get into the past performances. Race 8, Pocahontas, 8 furlongs on the dirt, 2-year-old fillies. Post 1, Chattanooga Crew for Kenny McPeak, who has a lot of success here, is won back-to-back Pocahontas. Previously, several years back, won back-to-back. So he's done the back-to-back thing twice in the last maybe decade or so, but this one I don't think is going to get her done. Bit of a long shot. Number 2, Kona Mama. Another one, excellent speed figures running second. Maximus Mischief is the sire, improved drastically in the second outing. Bolton Landing Stakes, finishing runner-up, 29-1 odds behind Kimchi Cat, who's also in this race and is one of the main contenders, and gave pretty good run at Kimchi, but didn't was second best, outdueled, I guess, so to speak. Another contender is La Cara for the Mark Casse barn. That's Ricardo Santana riding, moving up in class, but nice 91 speed figure. Last race won handily, breaking the maiden for 100K. So improving filly, I should say. And Cassie is amongst the best with the 2-year-old fillies, 2-year-olds in general, just a great trainer all around. Kicking ass in the spring meet at Churchill as well. So this one is definitely a contender in my book. Empirical Mischief, I think, is going to be, 20 to 1 morning line is an interesting one to me. I was going to pass on it, but then after I looked a little deeper, that maiden win at Ellis was pretty solid. I think if we do end up with the off track, I know it's only 10 mud starts, but that's 3 out of 10 in the mud for this young 1,000 words. And 1,000 words is a very 2.06 sire production index. First year that I see with 2-year-olds, and has produced a pretty good amount of success, I'd say. So Empirical Mischief might be like an underneath long shot. Stick around for the selections because I will share it. Doing things a little bit differently on this one because such a large field and very tough to predict. So next up is Hearts United, and that is Kenny McPeak's other entry. Like I said, another real long shot. Did win or had to drop to 30K in the maiden claiming ranks to get the win. So I'm going to pass on that one. Number 6, pretty sure, is a first out winner for Brendan Walsh. Joel Rosario. I love Joel at Churchill Downs. So this one is going to be in the mix as well. Should be a pretty good value, I would say. And that brings us to number 7, Quinn's Promise. I think that's a no-go for the Dale Romans barn. Atomic City, interesting one. Eddie Kennedy, Luan Mikado is the rider. uh, Lost by quite a ways to Queens MG in the Adirondack Stakes. But you remember Queens MG ran back and was poorly in her next outing in the Spinaway. But the Spinaway, we'll see it here in a few minutes because there's another horse that ran in that race that we're going to show. Spinaway was on that day at Saratoga where it just started pouring down raining in the afternoon, and the track just went from fast to sloppy to muddy. I mean, it was just a mess over just a couple of races. So blinkers on for number 4, Strong State, who ran 4th in the Spinaway. She made a bid around the turn, but was fishtailing left to right, like I said, in that Spinaway, but did improve and got to the 4th. Like I said, driving rainstorm. Maybe the shoes were a little off, but when she made that turn, she just was going left to right there before she got straightened out. So I kind of like Strong State in this one. Blinkers go on for Albert Stahl. Irad Ortiz gets the mount. Now, everybody, he might get bet down a little bit more than I'd like. Quick take on Irad. He wins at his usual 21% rate at Churchill Downs, but I went back and looked at all those wins, and a lot of them were on some massive favorites like Vava. I think Vava maybe more than once, Cogburn, Chili Flag, Mindframe, just some really stellar, not too hard to look good on good horses. But I mean, it's the nut tack. Excuse me, not taking anything away from Irad though. So another contender, Lady Catherine, is Riley Mott's filly. Kristen Torres rides. She earned an 83 speed figure for her maiden win at Ellis Park. Improving and could benefit from an off track as well. Has 21% in the mud. So if we do end up with a sloppy sealed track, I might give a little bit more look to Lady Catherine. Got the front end speed. Maybe she can get loose on the lead. Liam's Map, 300K at auction. So classy horse. So keep an eye on that one. Number 11, West Memorial. I think the blinkers come off. George Weaver, not a good record. All too many negatives in the bullet column for me. So we're going to go to Stilettos. Big time contender. Brett Calhoun is no stranger to success in the Pocahontas. Jose Ortiz rides. It might be an Ortiz brothers exacta, maybe just for fun. Bet those two horses in an exacta box, the two Ortiz brothers, and we'll see how that shakes out. Post number 11. I'm sorry. I lost my place for a second. Stilettos, 2 for 2 in her career so far, winning her maiden by a whopping 16 lengths. Wow. And I went back to the Lone Star and looked at that race again. And yeah, she blasted off on the nice, out west, dry dirt, really super fast track. So we're not so sure if she can handle the off track or not. We'll see what happens. But she came back in the debutante at Ellis at 7 furlongs and got it done once again, battling Rich City Girl, who, if you see the italics, Rich City Girl came back and won at Kentucky Downs over that meet for a whopping $250,000 allowance race. So on the turf at Kentucky Downs. So Rich City Girl, quality horse. Rich City Girl was the favorite in that race. Stiletto was actually the second choice. Got it done. Brian Hernandez rode. Now gets Jose Ortiz. So we like that. Jose is one of the top 2-3 jockeys at Churchill Downs. Post number 13 is Kimchi Cat. Another good looking one we saw earlier where she won the Bolton Landings at 5.5, third in prime power, 9-2 morning line odds. Probably an obvious contender. Tom Amos pretty solid with the young fillies, but not so much in the graded stakes. So that one might slightly be on the outside looking in. Liam in the Dust, I don't think I'm going to get to. It was a pretty good maiden victory, first out for Rod Brissett. Louis Saez aboard. He is 20% first at a route, but I think a little too much. 250K at auction though. Like I said, this could go any way. 21% mud, 519 mud starts. So off track, say Liam in the Dust would move forward. So I won't completely dismiss Liam, but there's just too many. You got to start taking some stands. And like I said, with the threat of rain and stuff during the day, we're liable to see some scratches. So the one of these two AEs, I think Claire's Charm would be the one I'd look at. Philip Bauer, Joel Rosario. I don't think he's gonna. I don't know if. Well, obviously he's already got a mount, so I don't think he's riding Claire's Charm if she gets in. But anyway, that's your field. So we are going to go ahead and round out some selections here. Like I said, it's a tough race to nail down. Large field says anything can happen. I did a top 5 contenders, and they are actually the top 5 in the morning line odds, unfortunately, but that was just how it shook out. Like I said, number 3, Lacara, number 9, Strong State, number 10, Lady Catherine, number 12, Stilettos, who I will like for the win, by the way, and number 13, Kimchi Cat. But I would say if I had to narrow those 5 down, definitely Stilettos on top. Then underneath that, probably Lacara. And I think I like Lady Catherine in there as well. So some live long shots and or value plays, if you want to look at it that way. I think that number 4, Empirical Mischief, is interesting, 20-1 morning line. Number 6, Pretty Sure, 12-1 morning line. Number 8, Atomic City, 15-1 morning line. So those 3 all look like you could mix them in your underneath plays in your exotics and maybe get a big payoff. I think the odds are going to be spread pretty evenly as long as most horses stay in the race. So that will do it for the Pocahontas. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully we'll have some more content coming very soon. Until then, best of luck.